Kevin?
Benny, what's up?
All right. What'd I tell you? Linden, New Jersey. All we got to do is wait.
Indeed.
Indeed. Often the hardest part in negotiating, waiting for the other guy to crack. Hey, guys, what do you want to do? Like I said, he wants a 5-year term. Now he's giving us 50. He wants $15,000 in the event that you sell. That's really nothing. Usually it's $50,000 percentage of the sale.
Mm-hmm.
So this is 10% if you get $150K, which they're asking for a flat rate. I believe that this is the final call. We're going to get a lease drafted at this point.
Yeah.
Let's call David.
All right.
Stand by. David Reiner.
Yes.
How the hell are you?
Good. How are you doing, Danny?
Real good. So we get our 3 5s and a $10,000 bonus for the landlord if, in fact, we decide to sell. We'll draft the lease.
Okay. Well, they had come back on the 10 to 15 because they had originally wanted 20. You guys wanted 10.
I never heard 20. Did I hear 20?
That's what the landlord originally asked for.
All right.
And then you guys came back with 10. And I went to the landlord with that. He said 15.
There you go. That's a compromise.
So does that work for you?
Yeah, man. Let's draft a lease.
All right.
Let's get this thing, pop the champagne. Let's get this hammers swinging and start doing some work in here. We want to get this place shined up.
Okay.
Draft the lease, send it over, and we'll if there's no issues, we'll set a date and sign it.
All right. Sounds good. I'll get everything rolling.
Kevin Hardy is your guarantor,
mm-hmm.
and you've got his address from the LOI.
Yes.
Good. Send it over.
All right.
Thanks,
Will
buddy.
do. Thanks.
Cheers.
Bye-bye.
Well, that took all of 11 seconds.
Yeah.
Congratulations. There's another $5,000, and that number isn't even real.
Yeah, no.
We're arguing, like I said, we're arguing over semantics. If it's $50,000, it's called, that they want in key fees in case you sell the business. That's common.
Mm-hmm.
We just went from 20. We asked for 10. That's how you get to 15. It's all a game. That's
mm-hmm.
how Danny gets his fees back.
Absolutely. So now the only thing we got to worry about, I guess, their lease draft and their terminology used in the lease, correct?
Okay, here's what happens. They're going to send over the lease. You look over it very carefully and call me.
All right.
Now, I'll tell you this. You're going to wonder, should I get a lawyer? Here's the legal side of this. Absolutely. You're signing a legal document. You should have a lawyer look over it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, as your friend, I'm going to tell you this. The first free laundromat I ever grabbed up, little Korean landlord, and she had a handwritten 2-page lease. No joke. So I thought, this is crazy. I gave it to my lawyer. He drafted a 15-page lease, and I brought it back to her at the lease signing. And she said, I don't understand. I don't sign this. I went back to my lawyer. I said, she won't sign it. He goes, oh, good. Sign that handwritten one. That's even better. I'm like, bro, $5,000 later, my lawyer charged me $5,000 for that lease. So what did I learn? I learned a very valuable lesson. He said, oh, the more terminology and verbiage and pages there are in a lease, the worse it is for the tenant. I've seen 55-page leases, read it. I've seen 5-page leases, sign it. Okay? I don't know what they're going to do. We never make our own lease. We don't create our own lease. It costs money. Mm-hmm. Here's the other thing, Kevin. They're not going to ask for your firstborn son. Your concern is, just like when we first rented an apartment back in the day, our first time we left the house and we're a fledgling and we signed a lease, what will they do if I don't pay? Nothing. This is America. Okay? Why would they come after you if you lose a business? You're not going to. The very nature, the balance that we use to get into the businesses this way is how you succeed. You just got a free goddamn laundromat. Now, next, once you sign the lease, we go after all the distributors. Here's the thing about this lease. Read it. They're probably going to ask for a deposit, and then we're going to call them back and grind that out. We haven't discussed any of it. The deposit we call back. Now they've taken a physical turn. There's a reason why Danny doesn't talk about deposits until we see the lease. They've taken the physical effort and usually paid their attorney to put the lease together in a draft form. Okay? They've made a decision. They've turned a corner, whatever analogy you want to use. They're not going to turn their back now over $5 or $6 grand. And we make that call. You've seen it before. You've seen it on the DVD. We call them up and say, hey, we're going to argue over $5,000, whatever they want for a lease deposit. That's a slap in the face to us. We'll get there. It's coming.
Okay.
If you see the lease, you look over it very carefully, reach back out to me. As a friend, I'll tell you, you don't need an attorney. It's America.
Understood.
All right. Nice work.
All right, Danny. Appreciate it.
Cheers. That's it. Another lease in the books.